Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, guys, you know how we do it on this channel. This channel is always popping. But anyways, I've been doing vlogs for the longest time. I told you guys that I wanted to actually try to see like if I could cope with vlogs and how everything would work out. So I did do that for some time, and if you haven't seen my previous video, which is my birthday vlog, I believe you should go and watch that first before you even stay tuned to this video. Okay guys, so like I said, if you see the title, basically I'm just going to be talking about like New Year resolutions. And I'm sure people will be asking like, what? Like, this is mid-year already, but that's the whole idea. Is New Year supposed to be celebrated everybody's January, or should we actually have New Year resolutions for each age? We're going to. If you guys want to hear more about this, then definitely stay tuned. Somebody's crying, somebody's crying, I need you love today. I need you right away. Somebody's in this bed. Somebody feels like no one cares. Somebody's in this bed. Somebody feels like no one cares. Somebody feels like no one cares. Okay, so let's start from somewhere. Yeah? We all have New Year resolutions every January. Everybody thinks of what they want to do, what they don't want to do every January, but it doesn't work like that for me because I feel like January 1st is just another day in my life. But the new year or the new age we actually have comes on our birthdays. And things change not every new year. You don't turn 18 every new year. You don't turn 19 every new year. You change your age on your birthday. Things change. You become legal on your birthday, not the January of the year you're to turn 18. I'm just pointing things out. Like, for me, it might seem cuckoo to some people, but to me, it's how I roll, it's how I vibe. So for me, honestly, it is my birthday that marks a new year. I celebrate the New Year's with everybody, obviously. We're all moving into a new year celebration, but my New Year resolutions don't come then. Or should I don't know if I should term them my new age resolutions, because we obviously have New Year resolutions like, oh, I'm doing this year, I'm doing that this year, but I'm talking about I'm stepping into this phase of my life. What do I want to do with this age I have stepped into? And that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about this video. So basically, this video is going to have different steps to it, or different sections to it. So I'm going to talk about how you actually make proper new age resolutions, not New Year resolutions now, proper new age resolutions. Basically, what you want to achieve in your new year and stuff like that. So there's supposed to be a process to it. You just don't wake up and be like, oh, as I'm turning 25, I have a couple of things I want to do. Now, to be able to make new age resolutions, you need to know where you're coming from. You need to know the mistakes you have made. You need to acknowledge the problems you have already on ground to be able to even move forward to doing something better as you're entering your new year. So the first step I will always tell anybody is get yourself a journal. Get yourself a journal. If you're in Nigeria, we don't really have journals everywhere, except you're working and your company gives you diaries and stuff. But you can use every wedding we go for, they give us notes already. As I'm just going to give you guys an example right now. I have a couple. The people that know me, you know, everywhere in my house is just everywhere. And if you watch my videos, you'll notice at the back, close to my bed, you see a stack of books. Most times, they are all journals anyways. So, First step, get yourself a journal, and then we're going to enter what should be written in this journal. So I'm going to be guiding you guys based on what I have already written for my new age resolution. As you guys know, I just turned 24. I'm not exactly in the place I wanted to be. Probably 30-year-old me would be proud and still would think I would have done better. So I know that there's something wrong somewhere, and I know there's something that needs to be done, and that way I know what to do to correct the things that need to be done. That's because I have already done my new age resolution. I've done my thinking, I've done my bioreflexes, I've done everything. I've taken my time to think back as to what I'm doing wrong, what needs to be done, and how it needs to be done. So basically that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. So let's get into it already. Step number 2, write down what you dislike in your life currently. I mean, both personal things, financial things, like anything in your life currently that doesn't sit well with you, that doesn't work well with you, that you wish wasn't happening, anything at all, you write them down. Like what I have here is my 23rd year evaluation. That's what I titled this part. And I said what I hate or dislike in my life currently. Okay? So I wrote things like, being dependent, still being dependent, not being happy, crying for things that I should not be crying about, I thought by now I would have had my master's degree, and I haven't. I'm being practical and I'm being real with you guys. So, I mean, it's a family we are trying to build here, so I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. Being overweight and not having like a way or a medium to eat right or work out or, stuff like that. These are a few of the things that I dislike in my life currently. So, basically what you do is you take back yourself, take a step back, think about the things you don't like that are going on in your life. Think about the things that upset you, things that you wish were not happening, basically. So if in your life now, maybe you're not doing well in your academics, your CGPA is low, your this is bad, you've been reckless, you're in a lot of debt, you're not the best child ever. Maybe you don't communicate with your friends. Maybe you don't spend time or spend money on yourself. Maybe you're the selfish type, or there are different things you might see or have going on in your life that are not just working for you. Those are the things you write down as the things you hate or the things you dislike. I'm not saying hate yourself. Hate is a strong word. We don't hate people, we hate characters, we hate attributes. So when you're doing anything, make sure you're talking about things you want to improve. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to advise you guys, especially if you already kind of dislike yourself, your personality. I'm not going to advise you to write the term hate on your journal. Probably write what I would love to improve, or characteristics I disliked, or characteristics I want to work on in the coming year. Okay, then you write down the things you don't like about your current situation, about your current age, about how life is working for you, and things like that. You write all those down there. You guys know I'm a preacher of self-love. If you know, I'm a preacher of self-love, just because I've been in situations where I've hated myself, I've been in the worst position, but I realized that once you love yourself and you love your peace of mind, you love your mental health, you love yourself physically, spiritually, emotionally, external factors just don't affect you. External things are not just your business, because you know who you are, you know what you're capable of, you know your expectations, you know what you're doing, you know who you are. That's the key word. So basically, the second step is to write things you love, absolutely favorites about your life. It could be physical, it could be emotional, like I said, it could be spiritual, it could be sexual, it could be whatever it is that in your previous year you loved about yourself, or you did that you love so much, that's so happy, that makes you so happy, so fulfilled, write it down. Like for me now, I have a few, like when I was 22, I didn't have a morning routine, I didn't have a family hygiene routine, I didn't have I wasn't constant on my YouTube channel. I wasn't a ball daddy, I mean, I wasn't even interested in a lot of things. I wasn't taking my life seriously, But now here, what I did at 23, I did my research, I got my good family hygiene products, I created a morning routine for myself. These are things I love that I did. I learned something new each day. I worked on controlling my anger because I used to be so temperamental. I worked on that. I became a ball baddie. Underneath all of this is, I cut my hair. So, and if you haven't seen that video, you should also go back and watch that video, okay? So, I grew my social media properly. I was, at 22, I was always having the urge to pay someone to buy me subscribers, buy me followers, and at 23 I realized it didn't make any sense. Why have a bunch of people following you who are fake, who don't even bother to check your content? Imagine having 10k followers, 10k subscribers, and then you're having only 5 comments, 1 like, 2 likes. You're having fake people just because you didn't build them organically. And my 23rd year, I really took my time to do all of that, and I built a good relationship both on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I'm there here and there, but I did do that organically. I didn't have to start paying for this or telling people follow me, I'll follow you back. And so I appreciated where I was, and I was working towards where I want to be. So these are things that I liked, actions I took that made me so happy when I was during my 23rd year period. Now, another thing you also write, it's not just about what you did, it's about who you are. Now, my 23rd year, I wasn't so happy. I wrote it in my dislikes, but also in my 23rd year, I was very loving. In my 23rd year, I was very patient. In my 23rd year, I was growing. In my 23rd year, I cherished every step. In my 23rd year age, I loved everybody equally. I let go of envy and jealousy. I loved myself, I was being admirable. I was loving to people. These are now your personal attributes of being, not what you did. Personal attributes of being, things that come from you. The act of giving, loving, caring, you being as a human being, things that made you happy. Me having good health, me being mentally aware, alert, stuff like that, they made me happy. So that's the next section you're going to write about what you loved about your 23rd year, or what you loved about your previous age year. And also you talk about things you did and you being. The act of being and the act of doing are two different things. So you need to write about things you liked that you did, and things you liked that, things you imbibed in you, things you, characteristics of yourself that just made you happy. You write that down, and then we'll move on to step 3. Now, step 3 is moving forward, which is now our new age resolutions. Moving forward. Now, these are kind of like your goals you want to achieve in the next year. God has given you, because God is so faithful. God is so amazing. He's excellent. I used to be so shy of talking about God on my channel or YouTube, but I'm going to be doing that every single time I'm shooting a video. I have to do that. So I'm going to quickly do a Bible talk right now. It is so clear. He said his wishes for us, is of good and not of evil to lead us to an expected end. That means that God's wish for you is that you have to be doing well. He hopes that we be in good health, even as our soul prosper. These are 21st scriptures. So he is honestly concerned about you and your well-being and your health and the tiniest things about you. Okay? So you have to make do of every single year he has given to you. It's as simple as that. So like for me now, this part, I said moving forward at 24, because now I've entered my 24th year. Okay? Now, we have what I usually do is I pick the negatives and write how I want to work on it. Okay? And that becomes my goal for the next year. Now I have weight loss rehab for a month. Remember, that will help me lose the weight. Remember I said I was overweight, I didn't like it. So now this would make me, this action I'm about to take in this year will help me not have the same dislike I had last year when I'm doing my evaluation for this year. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. Yeah. So I want to get a good and sustainable job, put myself first. Like I said, it's not just about doing, it's about being. I want to put myself first. I want to be able to do my masters, do things that make me happy, put myself first, set boundaries for myself, because I feel like I have boundaries, but I don't implement those boundaries when it comes to other people. So I want to be able to set those boundaries regardless of who the person is, and stand by my boundaries and make sure no one crosses them. And if they cross me, I'll make sure they are checked. So these are, things I want to do and things I want to be in this year I have entered. So that's the next step of whatever you want to write. Moving forward to the age you are now, what do you want to achieve? How do you want to achieve it? What kind of person do you want to be? Do you want to be a kind of lady that walks out, that doesn't care about what anybody says about her, doesn't care if 25 people are looking at her at the same time, because she knows that she's okay, she doesn't care? Okay, what kind of woman do you want to be? What kind of boss do you want to be? What kind of human being do you want to be? What kind of Christian do you want to be? What kind of friend do you want to be? These are things you write for yourself. Don't forget, no matter what you do, you have to put yourself first. You cannot make New Year or New Age resolutions based on other people's belief. You can't make New Age resolutions based on what somebody else is telling you. You'll make your New Age resolutions based on where you are, how you're feeling, and how you want to feel. You and you alone can tell yourself what your New Age resolutions are. So if you start thinking about I want to be able to feed my brother next year, I want to be able to make my parents happy next year, those are New Year resolutions. I don't know how you would do it, but you can probably classify as New Year resolutions in your family, New Year resolutions. But your new age, guys, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about things for yourself, things you want to do for yourself. Can start from the physical to the mental. Start with, I want to look good this year. I want to dress more chic. I don't have all that money, but I could use what I have to look reasonable. I want a more minimalist dress, and I have decided to go more minimalist and classy, but sometimes colorful, and I will do that because that's what I want to do. So there are a lot of things: physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. I don't read my Bible every time. I want to be able to get closer to God. I want to be able to speak to Him in public without being ashamed. Like I said, that was one of my goals, and I'm doing it already. I'm going to incorporate it to my YouTube channel. I want to be able to talk about Him because I love talking to people. So why not just talk about Him? I don't want to shoot videos because people want to see these videos. I want to shoot videos because I want to shoot these videos. These are things that these are your New Age resolutions. And once you're able to do this, you have a sense of fulfillment. And now, the next thing is implementation, right? Implementation, basically, I'm going to just be honest with you people, is how you want these things to work. You have to calm down and break it down. Like, you have to honestly be like, okay, this is it, it's long term, these are things I want to achieve in 12 months before my next birthday. Now, you have to break things down to first quarter, second quarter, third, and the last, so that you know how you want to do it. And divide it into 3 months in 4 quarters. So that's after the first 3 months, this is what I want to achieve. The next 3 months, this is what I want to achieve. Next 3 months, this is what I want to achieve. And next 3 months, this is what I want to achieve. And then for every month, you start picking it one by one, writing your to-do list, writing your goals. So you have to split these things into different months and pieces to be able to achieve it. Like for your weight goal, you don't necessarily need to, if you're 150 kg right now, you don't necessarily need to lose and become 60 kg this first quarter. You can say, okay, by the time I want to celebrate my next birthday, I want to be weighing 60 kg, right? So that way, you now divide it into the quarters and tell yourself, okay, in the first quarter, I want to lose 20 kg. In the next quarter, I want to lose another 30 kg. And next quarter, I want to lose another 40 kg. It depends on what you want. And that actually helps you, because when you enter, probably like my birthday is June, when you enter July, you're like, okay, so I said I want to lose 20 kg the first quarter. I'm going to make sure I try and lose at least 5 kg this month, and next month I'll lose 10 kg, and then the next month I'll lose an extra 5 kg. And you've broken down into pieces, and before you know it, you now actually achieve your new age resolutions. Because to be very honest, it's not just about making new age resolutions. The question is, can you live up to your new year resolutions or your new age resolutions? Because if you cannot, then there's no point making it in the first place. If you don't have a plan on how to get there, then you just wasted your paper, you just wasted your ink. But if you have an idea, you have a clue or what you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to do it, it's about how, when, who. You need to know why, okay, and for whom you are doing it. These are important things that help you actually achieve a good and healthy new age resolution. So guys, this has been crazy. I haven't done something like this in a very, very long time. Because I haven't shot a video like this in a very long time. And I know this might sound deep, but your girl has been through a lot, and what better place to share how I'm feeling or my knowledge with people if not with you guys that have stood by me for the longest time. I started this channel in 2020, at least 2022. I started this channel this period after my birthday in 2020, after the lockdown. That was when I started my YouTube channel, and this makes us 2 years since I opened this channel, and I'm so happy. We're growing right now. We're on 100 and plus followers, and it makes me so happy, because when I started, I was on 7 followers for quite a long time, 7 subscribers. I wasn't getting comments, I wasn't getting anything, but we're growing, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys so much. You guys are the best. I don't know what I'll do with you guys, honestly. You guys are my babes. You guys are my babes, my guys. You guys are the poppy people. I know most times I drop content for mostly girls, so obviously I'll have more female subscribers, but for the guys who also tune up to watch my shit, like, and also let their girlfriends, like, or their babes or their friends watch my channel, introduce them to it. I love you guys so much. You have my heart. Please don't break it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, like, what are you waiting for? Like, what are you waiting for? Come on. Click it. Click the subscribe button now. Piccolo, I'm a 5 babe. Let's do this together. And I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope you enjoyed this one anyway. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.